Hey, testing. My check. Testing. Can you hear me now? Okay, right. Because my internet is a little bit Anyways, internet problems issues, not mine. I'm still like sorting it out. Alright, it's fine. So you are taking on hero organization today? Okay. Right, I don't know how much of a delay there is. Right, let me just unmute. Okay. Right, so we shall begin.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, there we go. Right, today I'm a cat girl. Okay, so I will do Mafia first. After that, you will explain hero organizations. Mafia, female lead, this is a recycled topic. It has been done like so many freaking times before. I lost track like how many Mafia writing competitions they had. Even Good Novel had this very big Mafia writing competition. So the appeal of bad boys in today's society is still the same. You just, I don't know, it's just something that a lot of girls, a lot of females, a lot of ladies are looking for, because they don't get like the bad boys, and the bad boys always break their heart. So in here you want a bad boy who is good to you. That's why Mafia is a very hot topic. I think it's the third time it's come out.
Good majority of the story, the bad guy treats the FL like crap.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why.
Except for like yeah.
So it's like good
Just in like
guys.
2 to 3 situations, when she's vulnerable, he helps her. That's all.
That's why.
Rest all the time, she gets treated like crap.
It's like good guys like you need a chance, right?
I don't think just based on the female friends I have IRL that I talked about for these topics, they are actually attracted to these bad guy types more. like the really toxic types even among the bad guy union. So
I know. I can.
guy friends, 8 of them are pretty much normal and like they treat you well. So at least like one or two out of them might be like into you or something. You could at least like see them who there is good chance that they'll treat you very well even after like 5 to 6 years down the line. But they go for the guy that pretty much will dump them in like 1 to 2 months and then scar their heart for the rest of their lives.
I know, right? I mean,
Yeah.
reverse the situation. I'm the kind of person who is like the mafia. I'm not the one who wants to fall in love with the mafia, so it's a little bit different. Right? Normally in mafia romance genres, the male is the mafia, right? Like very seldom you
Yeah.
see the female is the mafia and the guy like falls for her. No. I'm pretty much like there's a comedy show, My Wife is a Gangster. Yeah. That me.
I think I've seen. No, I've read the comic version of that.
Yeah. Correct. So there are like two ways to see it. But
Yeah.
more commonly, it's usually the male lead who is the mafia, and the female lead is just like this good person, a very poor, pitiful woman who like probably has a good heart, like a heart made of gold that he stomps all over. And yeah, but
And
anyways,
Kid Family and Neighbors.
you know, right? So
Yeah.
in Mafia itself, this theme, it's a very common thing. You just need to add a lot of spice. And I say add a lot of spice. It doesn't matter what kind of spice. Like we're doing one with Aina itself, Mafia Boss. This one over here. So like yeah, it's comedy. It's rom-com. You can do rom-com. It's very gag-like. So, anyways, her book was what was the title again? I know I'm like the co-writer, but I can't for my life remember it. The Mafia Boss is my web novel fan. So yeah, this is the book that we are working on. This is Mafia as well. How I know that this WPC has been done over and over again, because she won gold for WPC in Mafia like last year. It's coming back again this year. So this is not very new. In any case, when Mafia, please do not like write how do I say, Yankee and bullies are not the same as mafia. You need to be an organized crime, you know, like those sophisticated ones, not like your local pimps. No, not those. Not like a shoplifter. No, not those. So you want to have someone who is really out there, you know, terrible to the soul. Cannot be like, you know, even the devil doesn't want him, that kind of bad. Yeah, that's mafia. And important in mafia, not always but highly recommended, it has to be hot and sexy. That's what web novel wants anyways. So like read it for yourself. There can be forbidden love, there can be rom-com, there can be enemies to lovers, there can be arranged marriage, it can be anything over here. So add in any of those tropes that you like, but the main character has to be, at least one of them has to be mafia. So some of the
More
ideas,
than Mafia, like irrespective of which character it is in FL, if he's not hot, he's not ML material.
and unless it's like your sugar daddy,
Yeah.
unless you say my sugar daddy is a mafia, okay?
Like even then he's probably like a handsome guy with like a scarred past,
Okay, when
or
they say,
he's unable to talk with women, or he's socially inept.
correct. So
Basically, like his appearance should be like 150 out of 100.
so
At
even
the very
if
least.
he isn't young, right? If he isn't young, he isn't hot, he still has to be sexy. It's like a George Clooney kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your daddy has to be George
Yeah,
Clooney.
yeah.
Yeah, so that basically is what sells. So nobody wants to write like or read a tale about disgusting man with a young woman. I mean, like there will be people who write those, but not a lot of people wants to read that. Like, why would I pay money just to be disgusted, right? They want like this forbidden thrill of having a powerful man and winning his heart and whatnot. Yeah,
Actually, at one point in time, the most searched tag in Webnovel was ugly bastard.
I am not surprised, because when they say
Yeah,
ugly, it's not
now
terribly
it's
ugly.
NTR.
It's not terribly ugly. It's just a keyword over there, you know. It's not like Hunchback of Notre Dame kind of ugly. That one is, yeah, you have to really think twice. And it has to be true love to love a face like that.
I mean, like at that point, if the guy you love looks like a monster, then it's actually not love. You're probably like in PTSD or like Stockholm syndrome or something like that,
That's why I say his
or you're maybe blind. Yeah, so that also works.
blind would be a very interesting uptake of how this works actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, physical handicaps basically. Physical handicaps romance is a niche genre, I guess. It's a niche genre, but I think there is potential to expand on that depending on how you develop it. But it will be challenging to write.
Isn't Beauty and the Beast same?
No, how is that physical handicap syndrome? That's just
I
Stockholm
mean, like
syndrome.
you are not even human in that.
Yeah,
So
that's why I
yeah,
say it has
it's
to be
basically a
more
handicap,
than.
right?
No, it's not a handicap. My god, you know what is a handicap? The definition of a handicap is that you were born that way. He wasn't born that way. The beast was cursed. He wasn't born that way.
And like even if suppose you lose an arm from war or some other
Okay,
accident,
if you do
you were
lose an
not
arm,
born with it, right?
yes, okay, if you do lose an arm, it becomes a disability, it becomes a handicap, but he just changes his appearance and nothing else has changed, just his appearance, that's all. It's not a handicap. Like, if you
Yeah.
talk about handicap, then what about the people who turn to pots? That's too much. It's not even a handicap anymore. They're like
Yeah, it's too
completely
much. Yeah.
different. It's not a handicap. Handicap is like you're still human, but you have certain abilities that you can't do as a human because of certain dysfunctions. He's not even dysfunctional. He just fucked up.
Yeah.
So you cannot class it the same way. Like, mafia people are also fucked up, but they might not be dysfunctional, you know?
I mean, like mafia people in these stories, they are kind of romanticized.
They are romanticized in the very
Yeah.
fucked up way, you know. It's like the you're fucked up and only I can save you. It's like giving the female readers or the readers of the story an ego boost.
Yeah.
That's just
I mean,
it.
the readers just want to insert themselves in the shoes of the FL
Yep.
and feel special.
Yeah, and
Whether it's getting abused by others or getting saved by others or noticed by others,
we call
they just
this.
want to feel like the world is revolving around them,
There is a word
however
for
may
this.
it may be.
Yes, there's a word for this. It's called saint syndrome.
Yeah.
Saint syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I'm so holy, I'm so nice, I'm so kind, and everything and every way and everyone will fall my way just because I'm perfect in my imperfect way. By the way, these are called Mary Sue. So if you do write mafia novels, beware of writing Mary Sues. A lot of self-inserts are Mary Sues. That's because a lot of writers are delusional and they have low self-esteem, and they just don't want to face the reality of how things work normally. So beware of writing Mary Sue's when you write mafia self-inserts, especially. There's nothing wrong with self-inserts. I just am not a preferential reader of any self-inserts. I never read OCs at all, like when it comes to fan fictions, because it all most times, like 9 out of 10, they're terrible to read.
Even in like a lot of webtoons with similar plots,
You know, right? That's why I stopped.
whenever I see the FL, I get irritated. Like the guy would basically just blackmail her a little,
Yeah,
and then she basically sells her property and everything to him.
correct. It's like, how
Because
stupid
she's
can
like,
you be?
oh no, don't tell this to him. Something like that.
Yeah, it's like, how
And like 10 chapters down the line, it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
it's like they just want to make you so pathetic and everything else just to
Yeah.
justify the ends to it. It's like, no, bitch, if he don't treat you like a queen, ditch him. Seriously.
Yeah.
But most people don't get that. But this is what sells. So for example, over here, right, Webnovel says your FL is the daughter of a powerful mafia family and your ML is the son of a rival one who kidnaps her. Okay, firstly, it is a kidnapping, okay, and to prove his capability to his father and use your FL to threaten her family. However, your FL is more than a handful that he estimated her to be. So in here, you try to make a smart FL, but then it kind of stupid, because if your FL is smart, why she fall for someone who has second syndrome kind of, you know, character?
No, she's only occasionally smart. You have to understand that if she is smart all the time, the majority of the plots will fail.
That's why I was like, is
She's only
this...
smart when it's convenient.
That's why I'm like, is this even worth reading? Like, for me, it's a hard no, but you can do this, and web novel is a sucker for this. So people want to feel like, damn, this girl's smart. But you gotta remember, like, this girl's smart only when she chooses to be, and most times she's like that. I'll just let plot armor lead me along. You know, they're not the case.
Actually, there are many ways to go around this by making it so that the FL actually has some mental issues, because of which she can only be like, she most of the time she hesitates to do certain actions that she's obviously capable of.
Yeah,
But
that...
yeah, such things will actually like make the story a lot complex, and it's not fit for web novel. For traditional stories, this is the way to go.
Correct.
But like for web novels, keep it dumb.
Yeah.
And like, okay, yeah, occasionally whenever you want, you just like you just use one good action for her, just to show that she's smart, and all the readers will be big brain time, big brain time. That's what they'll comment all the time. That's all.
You remind me of something when you said that, you know, the one with mental issues. Yeah, I think Sanska did something like that, which is why I think her romance novels are a step up from all the other web novels that write romance. It is like justified. You can relate to it. It's relatable. It's not
is, is
completely retarded.
is there even romance? Because like last time I talked with her, she said, I don't write romance, I just write trauma, mental issues, and all those things like that.
Yeah, but she packaged it under romance. So yes, technically yes.
Ah,
But her romance is not in like a romantic kind of romance, you know? Not the one that you get flowers for. But her romance is more practical, like best friends forming a squad, you know? We work as a team, and then you eventually
yeah,
fall
yeah,
in
yeah,
love.
yeah.
Yeah. So her romance is a little bit more realistic and practical. Even though I don't know if she is like, you know, in a relationship. I don't think she is. Because she's very happy being a single aunt with cats and all that, you know? Like her dream is to be
I
a
mean,
very
like,
rich
any
aunt.
older woman that I see who is rich and single, they probably have like 5 to 10 cats. I don't understand what is with cats and singlehood.
Oh my god.
Like, just to show that you are single, you don't need to have like so many cats,
Yeah, you
right?
don't have to, but you know, the adoration for cats are just something else. Like, I probably would as well. I have cat
I
grandchildren.
don't really understand what's the appeal in cats, to
I
be
have
very
cat
honest.
grandchildren. I have cat grandchildren. It belongs to my BFFs, who are also single, by the way. It's just like, you... How do I say this? Dogs are commitments, okay? But like cats, you just leave them be, and they're like completely... It's like a silent companion whereby you don't have to do a lot for them, and your adoration for them is just a one-way street. But that's fine because I choose to give it, and they don't expect anything else. You know?
Yeah, in comparison, dogs actually show you a lot of love.
But they are a
Yeah.
handful. They demand so much of it, and I'm just like, I don't have that capability. Just... It's like donation, you know. With cats, it's a donation. With dogs, it's a mandatory fee, like a bill you have to pay, you know.
No. You'll also get a return.
No, I don't
In
want it.
cats, it's a one-way street.
Yes,
In
that's
dogs,
why.
it's like a two-way street.
That's why.
Not that I like either of them.
I don't
I'm
like...
more of a squirrel supremacist.
Okay, most single ladies, you have to know, most of them, okay, dogs are for extroverts. There are a lot of extroverts in this world, okay, but single ladies, most of them will be introverts. Because why? They are, most of them, highly intellectuals, okay, highly intellectuals, capable, independent, and cats are just everything like that. So it's kind of like a mirror reflection of your companion. That's my reasoning.
Okay, like I want to argue with like the last statement. Cats are not that intelligent, okay?
No, but they
They are
are...
like cunning. That's all.
They are
They are
gutsy.
not
They
intelligent.
sassy, okay? They have the sass. You get what I mean? Cats have sass.
Yeah, they act like they are the smartest.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They exude that confidence level, but actually no, they are even dumber than a dog.
No, which is why cats are, you know, technically the word bitch comes from a dog, but you can get the bitch attitude from a cat. Alright?
Yeah.
So if you're single, you definitely bitchy. Alright, to a certain extent, my life dream is to be a queen bitch, you know? But
Wow.
yeah, it's like you can get away with anything just by being a bitch. Really, really. So that's my dream. That's just personal preference though, but like in FL and Mafia, not so. Maybe. If like your FL is the Mafia itself, then she's like Queen Bitch. Wow, that runs the world. I want to see how Beyonce actually reflects like this kind of situation. But anyways, so in
Actually, yeah, that will make like an interesting story. Like the Mafia Queen is a really feared beast tamer, not like a beast tamer from fantasy story. She just has like 100 cats and dogs under her
what does
that
it
actually
sound like?
constantly
Cruella?
follow her around.
It sounds like Cruella, you know, the way you say it.
Yeah.
100, it's 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Actually, like, there are like a lot of dogs that can clobber through a group of adult men easily. I don't know what species they are, but they their muscles are basically like ripped bodybuilders.
okay, I have a question for you. You say you want to
Yeah,
keep the stream to an hour. Going by this way, how you're taking
yeah.
so many U-turns, is it gonna be an hour? Can you let me finish?
Probably, yeah. We'll try to finish it because like every 10 seconds I'm getting a cough.
Every 10 seconds, you're interjecting with whatever input there is here. I cannot read. Can you help me to make this stream an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Idea,
try. No guarantees though.
idea 2. Shh. Idea 2. Okay, your FL is a young rookie cop with a strong sense of justice. Her love interest is the head of an underworld gang. She knows that they are conducting some illegal business but can never find solid evidence to put them behind bars, so she decides to infiltrate the gang and find proof herself. However, as she gets close to the head of the gang and spends most of the time with them, she finds herself unable to resist their charms. Will justice prevail? So obviously this is a setup where justice will fail. Alright? It's a web novel kind of thing. And also, this has been done so many times before, so you can expect that evil always wins. Which honestly is quite sad because that's reality as well.
I think like in the majority of these stories, it's always the woman that gets convinced or compromised.
Yep. So if you want to write something
All
unique,
the time. Yeah.
if you want to write something unique for this WPC and get selected, do it the other way. Right, number 3, your FL is an ordinary person with ordinary career. One day, she discovers a man. Okay, this is like so cliche. She discovers a man lying in the back of an alley of a home, unconscious from being badly beaten up. Takes him in, nurses him back to health, falls in love, gets fucked, and then get babies, and then like, you know. Yeah, anyways, this is like a freaking cliche thing, which obviously is not just used only in web novel. It's also used in webtoons. It's also used in manga. Japanese manga probably started this trend first. But yeah, you guys can just...
I mean,
picking up the
if
male
you
lead.
consider this in like real life, you see someone in an alley beaten up.
Hello 911, what's your emergency? There's a suspicious person beat up in my alley over here. That's what you would do, no?
Yeah. What kind of an idiot are you to take him home, nurse him, be defenseless in such a situation? For all you can know, he could be a serial killer that escaped from cops.
I mean,
and which is probably true, yeah.
To be honest, this is the thing that I did with Godfather World's first chapter. But like, it's not a female lead, it's a guy. It's an ordinary guy. He's like a cook, and then he was on the way home, and then he was like, oh, there's a dying person over here. Oh well. Yeah, and then he gets shot to death by the person he saves, so... that was good.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's fair enough.
I know, right? That's like realistic what would happen to you if you try to save a suspicious person who obviously is not a good person. Probably they're a serial killer, and then they wake up, the first thing is to kill you. Like, hello, karma. That's what Godfather World is. But like, I actually use this trope, this setting to do it. So you guys can also do something like this. So imagine like she gets shot, and then after that she comes back with vengeance, like, you son of a bitch, you know? And then she's like, instead of she save him, she takes him home and then puts her in a dungeon. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be like a looping world that every time she dies, she is reset back to the first thing, just like Re:Zero.
So it's just an idea to be unique. We're giving them unique ideas to not do the same thing everybody else is doing. So while this thing works, there's no Truckun, but you know, karma is a bitch, and you can just write this thing and expand from there in like the ways that does not fall in love immediately, maybe after a while, but like with much hurt and poison and twist and turns. Yeah, that could happen. Right, and then the last one here. The parents of your FL and ML arranged an arranged marriage. What did I say? What did I say? I called it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
like, why is it just always
it's
the
always this
same
same
thing?
shit, right? It's like arranged marriage is
Yeah,
so hot. It's like I think arranged marriage is hot, like in the search trends, because so many people are just like, I can't find the right person on Tinder, you know. If only they just arrange marriage me to someone capable of everything that I need, I can just work this out. I guess
yeah.
that is the appeal of an arranged marriage, but honestly, an arranged marriage is probably not going to work out in today's society in itself, because
Actually,
there's
in India, actually, arranged marriages work better
yes in India,
because
but they have
because the thing is basically the woman at marriageable age here, there is 90 to 95% of them have shit taste.
what?
So yeah, shit taste in the sense that they fall in love with guys who have no value other than appearance, which fades away in like a year. So basically,
Yuck.
like most of them break up, divorce in like 6 to 8 months.
I know, right? That's what I'm
That's why
saying.
they do arranged marriage. Yeah. Because they, at least here, I mean, like parents, grandparents, and a lot of things, they'll at least tell you that there is this way. Okay, yeah. In typically, I don't know how it works in Asian societies. Maybe that they'll be like, okay, we found a guy for you. You have to marry him. That's all. But in India, it's like the parents, they'll first go through the list of people available, the suitable candidates, then filter them out based on the family backgrounds and everything. And then finally, they see the character and see, okay, the environment is fine in the house. Okay, probably the child is not a serial killer or a psychopath. Then it's fine. After that, they'll shortlist like 5 to 6 people, and out of which their son or daughter can like choose whoever they want and then see. If none of them works, they'll again start the same process again.
In
So that
Japan,
is how it goes here.
correct? In Japan, it's similar. It's called omiyai. There are a lot of
Ah,
working adults, both female and male. They don't have time to date, so they go to this
yeah, yeah,
agency to
yeah.
match make them. It's very popular there as well. So it's omiyai. But the thing about this is that not all of them work. And like maybe 6 months down, or when 2 years down the road, or maybe 3 or 4 years down the road, you know, divorce is so common right now. It's like you get married, you divorce, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
married, you divorce. So arranged marriage, not exactly like the best, but a lot of people try to make arranged marriage like they are happily ever after in web novel itself. So maybe it works with Mafia as well. I'm not too sure, but like you need to think about the reason why the arranged marriage happens, and also like, you know, build upon this relationship of falling in love after the arranged marriage, which honestly is close to impossible if you ask me, the odds.
Actually, it will be better if the arranged marriage has like
Trial
some
period.
solid reason other than just like two powers like joining hands.
Correct, correct,
It should be at least something bankable. Yeah.
correct. So that's why I
If it's
say,
a trade relationship, then it should have its merits and demerits also.
yeah, that's
Not
why
just like just we'll combine everything and like become superpower. Yeah.
that's what I was saying. That's why I say they have to think of a very strong reason to write in like the first 3 chapters of this competition in WPC Mafia. Why are they getting arranged marriage? That's the only key. So if you can get a very good, solid reason for this, everything else will work on this dynamic. Then it would work. But if not, this arranged marriage novel will fall apart. Okay, so oh my god. There are only 8? Seriously? Am I like dreaming or something? I thought it would be more popular. My god. No, no way, no way. Let me refresh. This one's new, right?
Yeah.
It's new, then why is it like, okay?
I think it this was
1, 2, 3,
released.
4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8.
Oh no, that is just like 5 days to finish for the contest itself.
This
So
one?
it has been running for like 9 days already. Yeah, this one.
Well, how come so few people? Only 8 people write this. Only 8 people participated in Mafia. I thought it would be like so hot. The previous time it was like so many, no? It was 20 over. This time it's just like 8.
Yeah, like in top, there were at least 20 Mafia novels.
I know, right? Why are there only 8 this time? Guys, this is like golden opportunity to actually enter the Mafia competition. Like, this is hot topic and there are only 8 people trying to participate in this, and all of which I see all this and I'm not actually very taken with many of it. So you have actually a high chance to get this right, to actually win something here if you want a contract. Guys, join it, okay?
Actually, getting contract is a lot harder now
Yeah,
than it was 2-3 months ago. Yeah.
which is why I say it's like
Basically, the
good.
CEs told that they got permission from higher ups to increase their standards.
Yeah, correct. That's why I say this is actually a
Yeah.
good opportunity to get contracted here. There's not a lot of competition here. You guys can try. And Mafia is a hot topic. On Webnovel, it will definitely sell. So if you do this content right, you will have no problems getting yourself contracted in like the top 3, like the gold, silver, and bronze prize. So yeah, this one, well, why nobody joining though? I would have if I'm not already tied down. I would write BL though. I don't see any BL here, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I
Actually,
do see one
BL, I
BL.
think. Which
BL
one? Which one?
Mafia.
Which one?
Nah, number 6. BL Mafia. The BL Mafia love. I
Yeah.
see BL. Yeah, I think BL Mafia is also very hot. Okay, so I'm done with my section. It's your turn.
Getting a lot of coughs.
Okay, yours is hero.
Like whenever I'm talking,
Mhm.
like I'm getting like an intense urge to cough. So I'm just muting myself every time.
That's true because you're not recovered. Okay, so in case you want to know why we started the stream early, is because we both need to rest. And I said we're gonna we're gonna end this stream in like an hour, but it's already half an hour thanks to someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll just read it on your behalf. Okay, male lead hero organizations. Think of it like a hero, Boku no Hero Academia. So it's like My Hero Academia, right? So hero organizations whereby you have heroes taking over the forms of like police in itself. Heroes represent the justice. So you put superpower and justice together, get yourself Justice League or something like that. So in this case, Webnovel wants you to write stories of not just a single hero that is saving the world from evil, but something like One Punch Man, where they have guilds, they have organization, they have multiple people with extraordinary powers, and also villains with extraordinary powers. So when you have 2 superpowered groups of people who actually fight together, or maybe even just disasters, world disasters, how will they actually it's basically, is it Marvel comics? What was that thing again? Avengers? Yeah, it's basically Avengers. So yeah, you are free to imagine the kind of heroes that you want. It can be like sci-fi heroes. It can be like magic heroes. It can be like I don't know, mutant alien heroes. I don't care. Okay, it's just heroes. Or you can just mix the whole thing together. It can also be cultivation heroes. They didn't specify what kind of heroes, so it's your job to think of heroes and make sure that they form into like a group. It could be also like, I don't know, hero schools for hero, like literally My Hero Academia. So in this WPC, some ideas that they give you here. Idea number 1: as one of your members of an elite superhero organization, you were one of the more well-known superheroes in the world. However, your team felt that your powers were only slowing them down and decided to kick you out of the team, unaware that you have been the main reason for their success. This one kind of sounds like one of the isekai stories that I read.
Yeah, recently this has become popular among the isekai genre.
I know, right?
So like basically every 3 out of 5 stories have the exact same plot.
I know, I'm so sick of that. I'm like, okay, sure, the hero party defeated the demon lord and you are like nobody who contributed. So
Yeah.
instead of
I mean,
giving
in
you
such stories,
jobs and
it's like
retire you.
the hero team basically they tell that this guy is useless and just dragging them down.
Correct.
But like this guy, he's able to make practically he's able to do everything. I mean, like unless you're blind and retarded and can't hear and basically your brain doesn't function, how can you not notice it? Like the rest of the 4 people cannot even do anything, even fighting which they are supposed to do.
I mean,
So
don't just
yeah.
talk about heroes, okay? It's like okay, in idol groups as well, you only see like the idol or the celebrity that's performing, right? You don't really see all the background dancers and the choreographers and the director who made the show a success. All people see is just that idol. Same thing. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're a support character, no matter how important your role is, people are like, oh, you know what? I made it myself. I worked hard for this success. What did you do? You didn't do anything. Okay, like get out. And then once they
Yeah, yeah,
do,
yeah.
then they start realizing, oh my god, I need this thing to be done, and who's like doing it? Why nobody can do this kind of shit? Then they realize it's the unimportant, quote unquote, unimportant person who's been doing all that back carrying, but silently
Yeah,
taking on
yeah.
the task. Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't matter if it's like idol industry, it doesn't matter if it's a hero industry, it doesn't matter like in work as well. Okay, true story, my father was like this kind of person. So he solo tanked all the cybersecurity things. And then when the
Oh,
company got
okay.
rid of him, the
Hmm.
cybersecurity got hacked in 3 months.
Yeah. Did they hire him for a premium after that?
No, he went to a better job. Why the fuck would he want to stay there? It makes no sense.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense,
Mm.
makes sense.
You okay? You really sound like you're dying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
One second, I'll just mute.
It's fine. Okay, so this is like the first kind of thing. It's popular right now, but it can be any kind of thing. So hero doesn't have to be like a regular hero. You can get any kind of abstract hero. Next one. In a world where humans have powers, you are a normal human working in an office job as a manager. Oh my god, jinx. Unfortunately, you were framed by your colleagues for a mistake they made and forced to resign, only to be scouted by a higher up and a coming hero group to manage them. Okay, so you are the hero manager, not really the hero. You accept the job only to realize that they've been doing a terrible job of managing themselves and were deep in the red. Can you help them turn things around before the group is forced to disband? So I actually watched Stanzi YouTube shorts. Actually, I think she was on TikTok first, but anyways, it was like an organized crime whereby the person they actually kidnapped to kill and murder in a warehouse, they were arguing about the booking of the warehouse. So the organized crime took a new turn. Instead of organized crime of people being smart, it's like this kidnapped person is like, I'll volunteer to work for you for free as your secretary so that you don't have double bookings of the warehouse for your murder sprees. And they were like, yes, yes, we need to be more organized. Can I give the same vibes as this one? So if this is your thing, and comedy is your thing, so this one I can see it's a very good setup for comedy in itself, and you have a little bit of a corporate experience.
Actually, you can make the setup either a comedy, or you could actually like kick the gear and make it completely serious also.
I don't think
Like
web novel readers
because
are
they are
interested.
heroes, right? So
Yes.
if the logistics are a problem, then the heroes are always late to the situation when the villains strike, because of which like hundreds of people die. So if you like spin the story in that perspective, like the society is blaming heroes for their incompetence, and at that time this person is joining them to find all the problems that exist in their logistics and everything, because of which the heroes are unable to perform to their potential. So yeah,
Mm,
that will also that will keep the story completely serious.
it could, but you will run out of problems in the long term, so it will not be a 1,000 chapter kind of web novel.
Yeah, it won't be a 1,000 chapter web novel,
Probably like
but these
three,
days
four
it's
hundred.
better to write 500 chapter web novel than a 1,000 chapter novel,
It
because
depends.
your features will stop after the seventh month of serialization. That's why.
Not too sure about that because I don't follow
So
anymore. Right, so it
yeah,
depends.
it's happening now. So that's why like new stories are featured more. So it's best to like continue write new stories, so that you're constantly you're getting features. For
Okay.
all novels, like once they're stabilized, they get features through win-win, so they somehow sustain themselves. But like it's actually a bit of downslope after the 6th month mark.
Okay, I'm not too sure about that, but sure. Okay, so listen to Venus, who is still actively writing on web novel tips and hacks. You can write a serious one like what Venus is suggesting, or you can just write something less serious, comedy setup, because the pros and cons of this. In a serious novel, it's very hard to stop writing halfway through and make an exit. But in a non-serious novel, a little bit more slice of life-ish, you don't have to finish an arc completely in order to quit the novel. That's what I realized actually. So
Yeah,
it's
actually,
open-ended.
that is that. You have more freedom to just like throw your hands up in like a comedy series and just say, okay, yeah, 100 people died. It's fine. We still have more than 1 million people living in the city,
And then the
so
end.
you can do that spin also. Yeah, and the end. Yeah.
Correct. So it's easier that way. It depends on you as a writer and how you want to conquer this WPC, because this WPC is actually really good. Hero Organization, I don't think I've ever seen this one before on Webnovel, so it might be new. So you have a chance to turn things around as like the pioneer batch of
Yeah.
this trope. It's new,
Actually,
right?
I think the last time this game was around 2 years ago, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
I have no idea.
And plenty of good novels actually came from that prompt. Very good
Mm,
novels. Like I used to read like at least like 5 or 6 of them. I was
wow.
following them religiously.
So it's good
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Okay, so this is gold. This WPC,
yeah.
both female and male, we have gold topics right now. It's really good. Join in if you are interested in getting a contract with Webnovel or just starting out. So these are like easy ways to start out with huge potential. It's an undepleted gold mine. Alright, the third one over here though, 1, 2, 3. Okay, third one over here, dungeons. So they are combining hero organization with dungeons now. Dungeons appeared around the world and humans gained powers where they started to explore these dungeons. Guilds started forming and they are competing with one another for resources in the dungeons. You are registered, you are regarded as the strongest hunter who dived into dungeons but decided you did not want to live alive anymore, so it's retirement. And then you announce your retirement and hid your identity to become a normal receptionist within the guild, hoping for a quieter life. So are you able to keep your secret identity while working there, and how would you deal with hunters who discriminate you? So I can see dungeons, I can see retirement, I can see fantasy world settings, I can see strong acting as weak and face slapping.
OPMC.
Correct,
Yeah,
OPMT as well as face slapping, which they just basically just combining everything here. Nothing new,
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
fantastic, nothing interesting either. So
There are probably like around 1,000 manga with the same story.
I
So
know. So this one I
yeah.
would not recommend you writing it. Like it's not really worth delving into this red sea here. You might as well search for a blue sea within this topic itself. Remember when I say catfishing, I have a stream on that. Catfish means that you join a mainstream genre with a niche. So this is not a
Yeah,
niche
yeah.
angle. I wouldn't suggest writing this at all.
Yeah, dungeons are not exactly popular on web novel. Like dungeons are popular within a story, but if the dungeon itself is the main concept that is driving the story, then it won't work in web novel.
So you gotta
It's
combine.
very rare. Very rarely, yeah, it might work, but even then, it won't last for long.
It has to be like an arc or something, not like the main theme or the bulk of it.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? Or it can be part of your world building, doesn't matter. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
last one.
Dungeons are basically versatile and work everywhere, but you shouldn't keep them the primary plot point of your world.
To
So
be
yeah.
honest, that's what I'm doing with Godfather World. And not really primary plot point, but dungeons with VR. Dungeon
Yeah,
VR.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
like
like that's VR, right?
it is VR, but it's a dungeon battle royale kind of situation. There's like two sides of it. One of it is the VR kind of like Sword Art Online, whereby if you die there, you die in real world, something like that. The other one is real world. If you die in real world, you die in real world, and you're made to kill each other every 7 days. So
Makes sense,
I
makes
have
sense.
like two different things. I just finished writing season 3 today. I have a lot to do, but I'm gonna take a nap
Oh.
after this year. Right. Okay, so the last idea of hero organization. You are a villain who had always wanted to take over the world. However, your plans are always ruined by the heroes who vastly outnumber you. Kinda sounds like bullying, but that's okay. Even though there are also villain groups formed to oppose heroes, most villains only care about their self-interest, which makes it impossible to stand against the heroes as a united front, which is true. Okay, however, things change when you suddenly receive a system that allows you to summon loyal minions to do your bidding. Are your plans for world domination now possible?
Yeah, easily. The system will basically give him endless
Yeah, I
minions.
know, right? I was like, that kind of
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
golden
yeah,
plot
yeah.
armor.
Yeah. Basically, like once you have a system, anything you think of achieving is possible
But unless
because the system is basically yeah.
the loyal minions that you summon are actually the minion for minions, then not possible.
But basically the systems are cheats. So
Yes, but then you can write it in a comedy. So it depends on the outtake.
yeah, comedy is possible. Yeah.
I prefer comedy
In the
based.
stories that I have, yeah.
You more
Comedy base
serious.
will work. Yeah, yeah. No, in the stories that I have read, basically they call that minion, but it's basically a dragon or something, or some creature that is considered the strongest in the world, and they come under him as minions, and he can basically churn out like hundreds of them.
You know, right?
So
That's like
basically, by chapter
OP.
3, he can already conquer the world.
That's a very your
So after
style.
that, he's just a tiger acting as a sheep,
Yeah.
and he goes around, people insult him for like 10 chapters straight. After that, he summons one minion, shuts them up, goes to another city, rinse and repeat, and yeah, you basically have a 10,000 chapter novel, I
That's how
think.
you get face slapping scenes. Yes, that's how you do face slapping
Yes.
101, which obviously not my taste. I think you would do well in that though.
No, 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 no. I'll get bored by the second chapter itself.
Okay. I don't know. I prefer
I
things a
don't do
little bit.
face labs or something. Yeah.
No, what's your style though? What's your preference? My preference is something light, funny, and also twisted.
For me, I like writing plots that challenge me. Like basically, I push the main character in such a situation that it's impossible for him to like escape, and then I break my head trying to think of a logical way in which he could survive. Like I shoot myself in the foot, and then I do the best bandage work. That's how I like to write my stories as.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I get a lot of fun trying to think. It's basically like I'm playing chess against myself. So
Okay.
my opponent knows all my moves, so it's like that.
Okay, now we know Venus has a self-torturing fetish. Right, so some
I
of
mean, I wouldn't write about parasites otherwise. I have insectophobia.
Yep, definitely self-torture fetish. Right, not gonna comment on it, to each their own, but these are some of the works that web novel Guild Wars. Wait a minute, Guild Wars is by Kotaro, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
it's by
top
Kotari.
top novels here. So I saw Guild Wars, I was like, hey, I know this one. Right, King's Avatar, very popular in the Chinese media as well. But there's a lot of face slapping though, a lot of shameless face slapping. Asshole, maniac, MC, yeah. And let me just, okay, this not too bad. This at least says, okay, it's about 20. That's good. So this one, okay, let's just briefly go through. There's like a villain's guide to the, no, it's hero MC, but okay. Villain's guide, demonic world. I am the main antagonist. A villain reform. It kind of sounds like villain, or that retirement. Okay, so yeah, pretty
Actually, in
much.
WPC these days there are very few novels.
Yeah, why? I don't
Like I
understand.
remember, the WPC of IAT, in which I participated with IAT Sims. There were around 450 novels in it.
What is it, because now it's still the WSA competition? That's why it's
No, no,
so.
no, 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 no. It's because only after your novel gets vetted will you come in the rankings now.
Huh?
So yeah, before like anyone who starts to write in joins the WPC, their book will already be shown here. But now you have to first cross 4K words, and then you have to be vetted by the CE. Only after that will you be displayed here.
So you mean that there are people who joined but did not meet the minimum work requirement and was not passed?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so
Because a lot of people they just write like 1 or 2 chapters just for fun's sake, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, this prompt is nice, I'll try it. After 2 chapters, they'll be like, oh, what am I supposed to do next? So all those people are weeded out, no, naturally. So yeah.
then they should just come to us, right? And give us their prompt so that we can put it into nuggets for them. By the way, nuggets is approved.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, nuggets is already approved. We
Nice.
crossed it and then it was visible, so you have to track now. Yeah,
Very
so
good, very good.
they should just literally, if they chance across my YouTube channel, they should just submit it to me so that I can put it in nuggets so that it is seen. because Nuggets is approved anyways. Right, so for viewers who are here or not here, I don't really care. I'm gonna do Mafia, and Venus is gonna do Hero Organization. Right, actually I have
Yes.
Mafia ideas. One of it was the BL one, Mafia and his light-fingered lover. Where is it? I'm just gonna dig into my ideas and see if I have. Like, I remember...
I'll just sneak a peek.
Sure. I remember it. Like, I have so many here, as you can see. This is like the file that I put all the ideas that I think would be interesting enough to try, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. Okay, where is it? Mafia Ghost Eyes. No. This one I got from a YouTube comment actually. It's like some of these interesting ones. Like, for example, Mafia Girls, but it's not about Mafia romances. Someone wrote this on YouTube. I don't know which video. This is the link here. I don't know why. But yeah, anyways, they're like, they should make a K-drama about Mafia girls debuting as a girl group because their Mafia group has a bad reputation and their boss is crazy. But they failed to act cute or like a normal girl group, so they just made a badass boss bitch lady group and everyone loves them. The fanfic is ready. This is not Mafia FL though.
That was one anime with zombies in the same premise, I think. With zombie girls.
I know, right? That's like, and another one with crime, but
Yeah.
not exactly Mafia. Like, what the fuck? It's like a thief with 100 children. It's like, oh, okay. Did I not write it down? Did I not write it down? But I remember it. This one, yes. One of it is this one. The other one, not so. Holy
What is Sci-Fi Labyrinth?
Where? Which one?
About
Sci-Fi Labyrinth.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Labyrinth.
I'm looking for my prompts. You are just digging in the cookie jar. Alright, Sci-Fi Labyrinth. I don't quite remember. Okay, let's just read. Okay, it's very short. So it's a AR alternate reality game with Labyrinth Teleporter. In a mass group, participants start in room 1 and choose the door they wish to enter. Each door leads to a new room. Some rooms have mini satellite robots and 3 legs to chase them. Participants must destroy them using guns they are given. Each participant have a different gun with different abilities. Other rooms have traps and they must solve puzzles to move on to the next one or get eliminated. Some of the other rooms have prizes or equipment to help in the game. So it's kind of like the Hunger Games, but sci-fi-ish. Okay, teleportation malfunctions on the girl and a piece of her is sent traveling through time, but she reassembles her body and is 100 years into the future where everyone is living in this labyrinth game because the outside world was invaded by aliens, and this box game is the safest place where AR meets reality.
You should actually start writing this.
No, fuck no. Do you know why they are in this the reason why they are in this file in the first place? Because I have stress. I was like, this is a gem, I can't just completely forget about this, right? And then I write this down here. Can you see like how many of these things are here? Some are like really detailed, like this one here. Some of them are just like prompts, some of it just pictures, some of it one-liner. This like picture, you know, picture like this one here. I got it from a picture, the seme of semes. It's like a freaking artwork. Okay, it's just a link. I got the permission from the author to get the permission from the author to actually use it. It's the original author, Chiyokolato-kun. Okay, so it's like, what is this intense pressure? Is this the power of the conqueror seme? And then it's like the next panel was like, he's so seme that he makes other semes UK. It's like doki doki ching. I saw this and I was like, I have to write this, don't I? The reason why they are in this file is because I don't fucking have the time. Oh, it's here. What the hell? Yeah, I don't fucking have the time to do it myself. Like, it's good and I want to, but I can't. I'm like just one person, you know. I'm not gonna live forever, so I have to, like, you know, make the best out of it. It's like all these things are so detailed. Some of it really detailed, like this one over here. Okay, there's like concept and then there's like characters and there's like, what the fuck? Can you see? This is like a full 120,000 word novel in itself, you know. It's like scrolls on for pages, fucking lord. Can you see this? I'm still scrolling. Yeah, I stopped scrolling now. Okay, and then another one that just randomly came out in a conversation on Discord itself. Literally the book title, Quick Transmigration with My Pet Cactus. Like, yeah, literally that's just it, you know. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna write all this out. Like, you know how many words this is gonna be? If I write quick trans with my pet cactus, it's gonna go through at least 6,000 years of history. How many chapters do you think that will fucking take? No way.
I mean, you'll be actually earning for all your life, and then after that, your child can take over with the same story.
No, I haven't found someone whom I can call my like my student or my protege or any of that. No, so all these are just sitting in here. But the one that I wanted to take was this one because it's the closest to Mafia romance. Actually, can I just submit this for my prompt because like it's complete. It's like freaking complete. The one that's newest is what? President Bitch. Yeah. Anyway, President Bitch is me. It's like if I was president, I will be President Bitch. Alright, so I'm just gonna like copy and paste this. I'm actually done with mine.
My
So
my
it's
cough
you.
just got worse.
Why? Are you laughing too much?
No. I just suddenly feel like I've swallowed dirt.
I feel bad for you. But okay, I'm just gonna like copy and paste this into my prompts. I'm gonna use this. So yeah. Do you want to listen to me explain or do you want to work on yours?
I think I'll listen to you explain.
For me, okay. So anyways, I got the inspiration from this one. So you guys can watch.
What's your name? Steve? Hi, Steve. My name is actually Greg. I don't give my real name unless I like you. Write this down. I work at a building 4 blocks north, coming from a subway station 2 blocks south. Every Monday, Tuesday, and possibly Friday, if I don't work from home, I expect the same oat milk vanilla latte at exactly 8:40 a.m. unless I tell you otherwise. However, there's no time to talk because time is money, so we'll communicate by the color of my tie. Blue means usual, red means black means frappuccino matcha, and pink means surprising because I'm in a good mood, which rarely happens, but stay on your toes. If you don't see me, I'm late for a meeting, so I'll send my assistant for pickup. She's a 24-year-old Columbia graduate with a strong Filipino accent. Her name is Nicole with a Q. She's lesbian, so don't hit on her. Trust me, I tried. I'm married but filed separate with 3 kids, 2 of whom I disowned ever since they've given their life up to Christ. I'm agnostic and left-leaning and I enjoy playing devil's advocate. Here's my card. If you have any questions, don't call me, I'll call you. If you're out sick, I want to know 3 days in advance. Otherwise, I'm sending my hitman Carlos to come find you and your family and end your entire bloodline. I'm just joking. Or maybe I'm not.
The subtitles is going too fast.
Yeah, okay. So if you want, I can just send you this. Alright.
You said sing it? Yeah, then that'll be better. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the one that I randomly chanced upon. I was like, I have the entire universe of a story to write down this now. And I wrote this. Kill me, fucking kill me. Alright, so this is like married for my coffee making skills or married to my coffee maker, depending on which POV I decide to write, which I have not, obviously, but the idea is literally cliche mafia romance that kind of sits in with this prompt, but I'm not gonna fucking write it because I don't have the time. Alright, I just finished season 3 and that's like day 6. Completed day 6 in season 3 of the book. I'm like, what the fuck? 6 days, 3 seasons. How many thousand words? I don't know, man. I need a life. Okay, so it starts off cliche, rich mysterious man chances upon a small cozy cafe and then falls in love with the coffee in there made by the lady. Rich man decides to become a regular patron even if he's intimidating. She never stops smiling when she delivers his coffee. One day she stops smiling and even her coffee tastes different, so the rich man asks why she's not focused when she's brewing and the lady apologizes, and then the rich man starts investigating for the reason, and a lady says that she's gonna close the cafe and apologize to the regular customer for not being able to make coffee anymore in future. So that's the moment when he's like, oh fuck, my coffee. And then he asks why he had to close it. The lady said because she was getting married and her fiance was an asshole. He did not want her to work at anything. And then the rich man suspects there was more to it. So like all rich men and mafia-ish people, so he sends his personal assistant, aka his mafia right hand, to investigate it before the weekends, and also decides to buy over the entire cafe rights because why the hell not, he's rich. And then learns that the woman's parents were indebted to a rich trader who was a horrible human being, and the marriage was part of the contract for lending money to pay off their medical bills, and decides to settle it his own way because why? Coffee reigns, you know? Then on the last day of the cafe, the rich man asked the lady if she wants to make coffee in the cafe, if she had a choice, and the lady said, of course, fuck yes, why the hell would I say no? And then after that, the rich man asked if he would marry a different man if she meant she could keep the cafe and make the coffee that she enjoyed brewing and that he secretly enjoys drinking. And the lady was like, yeah, of course, what the hell no? And then the man was like, okay, so yeah, let me just take care of everything over here. then tells her to sign a contract. Turns out to be a wedding certificate, because why the fuck not? Consent is not in the dictionary of like a mafia person. Behind the wedding certificate is also the cafe's deeds. They will only be transferred to her if she signed the marriage contract. So she was like, give me my contract. And then yeah, she signed it. And then after that, he takes care of everything from like the rings, the gowns, the wedding, meeting the parents and everything, including taking care of that rich stupid trade husband thingy. And then it was obviously cancelled. So after that, she asked for assurance that everything will be taken care. He said yes. And then after that, yeah. So in this case, this is the revelation whereby, you know, you're feeling the guns, but literally the gun of the gun and not the guns below the pants. So she was like, okay, so you have a gun, like a literal gun under your coat. And he was like, yeah, I'm more than capable. So she signed, and then they were like, okay, let's live happily ever after, because I want to make my coffee and you want to drink my coffee, and through the coffee we fall in love. So yeah, this is coffee meets bagel.
Actually, yeah, actually this happened to me like around 30 years ago.
What?
Yeah, that is how I met a Martian girl.
What kind of smoke are you? What kind of? Yeah, so it's like freaking cliche, isn't it? It's coffee meets bagel. It's just coffee meets bagel kind of story. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what's coffee meets bagel, right? CMB.
No,
It's a dating app.
I'm still like going with the flow.
Coffee meets bagel is a dating app.
It's a
Literally, yeah.
dating app.
Yeah, it literally is called Coffee Meets Bagel. It literally looks like that. I have a profile there, and that's when I found that I'm not the one
How
who's
many dating
non-dateable.
apps are there even?
Me, I tried every single one that I can get my hands on, just to know, like for market view, if it was a problem with me. That's why I have a history of so many short relationships. Or if it was a problem with the society out there and the people. And I decided it was the people and not me.
Only I tried 2-3 dating apps. First one, obviously Tinder, and I just uninstalled it in like 5 minutes. It wasn't even like dating. It was basically a hookup app.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So yeah. And then there was another thing called ISIL, where the people were probably fake,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was getting matched with someone who lives 2,000 kilometers away from me,
What?
and someone who lives on the other side of the planet.
Okay, that kind of.
And yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like, what will I even do by matching with a foreigner who lives on some other continent?
You play Minecraft together.
Yeah, so and then yeah.
That's
So
what I
I
would
did
do.
now I'm using something called Bumble.
Oh, Bumble.
Which is somewhat okay. Yeah.
Bumble is the one whereby the ladies have to approach you first.
Is it
Right.
like that?
Is it not like that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I'm pretty sure
it's
there's
not like-
there's one app like that. Okay, let me search. Pretty sure Bumble is the one whereby
Yeah. I mean, like, they should be the first one to message you.
Yeah. That's what I remember. It's like the ladies' rights app. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, and then there was another one that I tried. Is So Synced, where your MBTI is matched, and it's not very good.
Yeah.
Dating by MBTI types, and I'm just like, yeah, you may be MBTI personality correct, but you dumb as fuck. So no, your personality doesn't match your intelligence. They're like, oh, because we're so compatible, I think we should go out on a date. Says who? Yeah, that's my experience.
Actually, in Bumble there are like 2 other options other than dating. You just find friends.
Just friends, correct.
Or you just find find travel partner, which is actually better. Because when I see the way the women express themselves, they basically show that they descended from heaven, and that you have to basically sell a country to be worthy of them. Like that's the thing that a majority of them showcase. And on the flip side, the men are like, they're desperate. They'll be, yeah, you just have to be a female. That's all. Even at least on paper. That's how desperate they are.
That's
So
why
it's completely 2 different things,
know.
which is
like on all the dating apps that I'm on, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like I can't do this. Like the people, it's It's problematic. We live in a problematic society. So the fact that I'm still single is not a me problem. It's a society problem outside there where most people cannot do things like I don't know. They're just creepy as fuck, and they have a lot of issues with
I
it.
think it's better to find to date with someone who you know through work or like some other thing through IRL. Otherwise, from dating app, it's mostly people who date multiple people. So yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
that
That
good.
doesn't matter. It's like, on dating app, the one thing that people will definitely not care if you say, okay, they only look at the picture. They don't freaking read what you write. Under the description, I wrote I'm
Yeah,
asexual. Asexual. Okay?
yeah,
It
yeah.
was freaking written there on the first word. People are asking like, hey, wanna hook up? I'm like, did you not read? That's just it.
They
So
basically don't care.
I
To be
know.
very
So
honest.
I deleted everything because I was like, it's a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That my bottom line is it's a complete fucking
Actually,
waste of time.
there are a group of people who use dating apps as a means to increase followers to their Instagram page.
That's true. That's true. Okay, that's true. But I
Yeah.
when I'm on the dating
Uh,
app, I go anonymous if I can. So
yeah, that
I
is
use
better actually.
picture that is not my IRL. Like, okay, it is my real life picture, but it's my cosplay picture because I look very different when I cosplay.
Yeah, makes sense, makes
Makes
sense.
sense, right? And then I use pictures from like a few years ago. A few years ago, me hairstyle, and now it's like completely different. Right now, I'm a very sophisticated looking anime person. Okay, right now. Previously, I was like a China doll. So yeah, that's my hint for like dating apps and how I do it. But anyways, I gave up on that, and I was like, you know what? If I have the spare time, I might as well. Because I'm like contemplating if I should further my studies for like a PhD itself. Not that I'm not capable, but I find it retarded. Why must I pay money to contribute to the world? They should pay me money, right? Right? Plus,
I mean, once you become a PhD, people will start to pay you for a lot of things, right?
that doesn't make sense. Like,
You could basically, release a research paper and then get royalties for it for the rest of your life.
dude, they say that you have to study for like 4 or 8 years on a minimum to like be recognized with that. And I'm like, if I can turn in a research paper that I write casually on a whim right now, that I'm sure will be a research paper, because these fucking answers aren't on Google or anywhere else. I know because I use Tor. But like, I
Yeah.
already have those things. Like, you should be paying me and giving it to me, right? Instead of me
It's
paying you
actually
and then have to
it's
wait.
actually better if you have a PhD degree to publish research papers because you will have
It's
more
not
weight to it.
it's not
Bec-
really research papers
yeah.
that I want, It's like if I don't do this shit and humanity is done, like where are we going in 200 years? You get what I
Yeah.
mean? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I thought about it. I'm like, do I really want to help? Do I really want to, like, is it really worth, like, you got a capability, but then you don't have the financial means. And even if you have the financial means, it's utter bullshit that you have to spend money to help other people when they should be thanking you for your generosity. So I'm like at this point of, just trying to. Anyways, I think I will settle like the housing issues first right now before I think about this, because I'm only like, what, 27? I could be like one of the younger people to get PhD even if I started like 3 years down the road.
Yeah, actually in PhD you're not even doing that much work most of the time.
I know, right?
If you are in the science and technology department doing research,
Maybe.
a normal research sample will take like 30 days of just processing. There you'll have like 5 to 10 minutes of work per day. You just have to take the records,
Oh,
readings, analyze it, and that's all.
no, the one that I
Yeah.
wanted to
So,
do is not that. It's philosophy. It's
oh, okay, okay.
it's a very different kind of thing. So, anyways, yeah, that is like a abstract art, but higher abstract art kind of thing.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like completely useless to me actually.
No,
Doesn't make
at least
sense.
you can call yourself Dr. Aitsuji.
The fuck I want to do that? I want to be president, bitch.
I mean, the first option to that is getting a doctorate.
No, you don't have to be a doctorate to be a, like, president bitch. all you just gotta do is like, I'm not feeling the vibes, people. Let's conclude this with one last question. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say
Yes.
if I drank cappuccino? No, I'm sorry. I gotta tell you, I drink cold brew nitro. Thanks for trying. Have a nice day, people. Oh, you wanna know about our funds because of the inflation recently? Well, fuck you. Do it yourself. You're self-made. Solve your problems. You know, that President bitch will be like so on point. I would do that.
Is inflation high there in Singapore?
My god, they are going through with the increase of goods and service tax from 7% to 9%.
Okay.
It's gonna start next year in 2024. So I'm like, it's already high and it has constantly increased. So it's like they've already increased like the public transportation fares, like 5 cents. It used to be like 170-ish, like 2 years back or so before the COVID. Now it's like $2. Okay, I just went to like the supermarket. It used to be about $4 for like what?
10 cents is $1, right?
No, 10 cents, $1? I'm not too sure. Let me just convert
Oh.
SGD to INR. Okay, so $1 is about 58 Indian rupees there. So if I were to put 10 cents, it's 5 or 6 Indian rupee.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 10 cents, right? So it's if it's 5 cents, it's about 3 Indian rupees increase in one-way transport fare, right? And then after that, it's like okay, so if I were to convert, so it's $4 per punnet of like grapes here, like normally, so it's about 230 Indian rupees. Okay. The other day, I don't know what was wrong with the supermarket. It raised to 8. So it's like 460-ish Indian rupee. Can you see the price hike? It's like twice as much.
Yeah.
It's so insane. I don't even know. I'm like, you know what? This is a great time to go for a diet.
Or you could basically like go the rooftop garden route.
We don't have those. What makes you think that Singapore has farms on the rooftops here? Like, it's not available to public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on diet. I don't need to eat that much, you know? I'm like, no, just fucking no. So it's like, it used to be, what, 380? Okay, on the more expensive side it's 380. On the which is about 220 Indian rupee. On the less expensive side, previously it was about 330, which is about 190 rupees. Now, regular just one meal, okay? Just one meal of what we normally eat. Okay, on the high side is about 420, which is about 243 Indian rupees. Okay, okay, on the lower end, it's like the same as the high end previously, 220. So, can you afford to eat here out? Like, apparently, not a lot.
Like 250 rupees for one meal is like pretty cheap.
250
right?
For one meal.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, like if you're ordering out, it will cost even more than that. But like if you're making it in the home, 4 people could eat within that price. So yeah, that's the difference.
This is for one person. One meal for one
suppose
person.
if I'm ordering a meal outside, I'll probably be ordering around 450 to 500 rupees.
Okay, so are you ordering this
Basically,
in a restaurant or a cafe or just street food or normal eateries?
No, restaurant.
Okay, this is not restaurant price. This is normal eatery price.
Okay. So like kind of like street food things.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Street food here it's typically $1.
Restaurant price would be somewhere about, okay, including with the service tax, I'll put it about 32 Sing dollars restaurant price. So it will be about 1,854 Indian rupees. That is restaurant price for
1,000 for one
1,800.
person.
1,850 for one person at a restaurant. One meal.
One meal. Is it like fancy meal or
No, that's just like
meal?
a normal one. It's like restaurants like Jack's Place. Family
do
restaurant.
They do they sprinkle like silver or gold on it?
No.
On the food?
It's just regular one where you go to order a steak. That's it.
Then
you go to order
why
your
is
pasta.
it that costly?
Welcome to Singapore. That's why when you ask me, I'm like, yeah, this is how. This is how.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Everything is imported there, right? Nothing is
Yeah,
produced there
it
itself.
is. It is. That's why. And if you're talking about, you said cheap, I was like, how is it cheap? And then you said restaurant, I was like, it's not. I have to confirm
Ah,
with you,
yeah.
it's not. Okay, and they are still increasing
Like
prices.
when I was in my universities, 3,000 rupees was the amount I spent for a month of eating.
That will not be enough here. Okay, I can tell you that is
Yeah,
just 1
3,000
week's
rupees is
worth.
around. Oh yeah, yeah.
1 week's worth of groceries, maybe even less. Groceries alone, okay, groceries without like additional things, like for example, you don't have to buy meat, you don't have to buy oil, you don't have to buy rice, you don't have to buy detergent. Okay, just regular.
Ah,
That's 1 week. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Like food is a lot cheaper in India. That is it's just excess of food here.
I don't know, because there are people starving in your country as well.
Ah, no, that's because they don't even earn anything, not even like a single rupee. That's the difference.
Unemployed?
Yeah, even for the like at least in Tamil Nadu, they have government subsidies where 1 kg of rice is basically just 1 rupee. So if you are able to earn 1 rupee per day, you can feed your entire family. As simple as that.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, those people that are starving, they are basically lazy to even earn that 1 rupee. So that's the difference. 1 rupee is not wrong. You can just beg and get it. And like these days, no one even has like 1 rupee. They just do 10 rupees. They just give 10 rupees if someone begs.
Okay. Well, every
So
country has
yeah,
their own issues then. It's like the bottom feeders will
yeah, yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
exist anywhere. Okay, it couldn't be helped then. Right, so I'm like gonna copy and
Yeah.
paste this idea of the coffee maker one in the Mafia thing, because I knew I had it somewhere.
Oh, then should I have to write fully?
For you? No. Did you know that the ones that I have in here is like the entire plot of the book?
Really?
Yeah, it is the entire book
Yeah,
plot.
the coffee.
My coffee maker
Oh.
one, yeah. So I'm just gonna copy and paste in there. Anybody who wants to write, because I doubt that I will write it myself. Anyone who wants to can. Right, so I'm just gonna spend like the next 15 minutes just editing this and correcting all like the grammar and spelling mistakes and whatever not in there. And you can work on your hero organization thing.
Okay, give me a good title for a hero organization.
Okay, what kind of concept are you aiming for first?
I'll base it on the title because I don't have any idea now.
Serious? Then I'll give you something random. You do realize that you've not been participating for my Fright Munch challenge?
Yeah. I'm not even. I haven't even written anything for like the past 2 weeks.
I know, that's why. So okay, I'm gonna like go with the
No,
similar
I didn't
thing.
even write my novels.
Serious? Okay, that's
Yeah.
new. I didn't know that.
I was depending on my stockpile.
Oh shit. Okay, that doesn't sound very good. You should just like, try and recover quickly. Like same with me, but mine is not like injury. It's injury. Okay, it is not nothing to me. Okay, so hero organizations. I don't know. Sandwich Man.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, good. I'm so happy it works.
What's the spelling of sandwich? SANDWACH, right?
Yeah. Unless you want to make it like a magic man, so you put witch. I don't know.
Yeah, sandwich. Yeah, that also
Okay,
works.
up to you. You put it in concept though. You put it in concept. Are you sure? It's not the title? Yeah, up to you.
Yeah, for title, I'll think of. Okay.
Okay, okay. Huh? The concept is sandwich man. Is that really it?
Yes.
Then not a. Are you sure that's not a character?
No, 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 no. Character is the one at the bottom.
Lettuce loaf.
Yeah.
Okay. Then sandwich man is what?
Uh, yeah, that's the suspense. Sandwich man is actually the concept.
How is sandwich man a concept? Make something that people can understand. This is like your web novel text, you know. Sandwich man is not a tag.
Ah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay.
Hero
I
organization,
understand.
suspense, villain,
Suspense, villain, revenge.
revenge. Abang, where are you typing?
I think.
Weak MC. I saw weak.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Villain, revenge, we can see hero organization, suspense. Okay, yeah, it's a very dark one. Kinda feels like my
Yeah.
depression. Did I tell you I have depression?
No, it's not. It's not that dark.
Okay. Are you sure?
You didn't tell me.
I didn't
about
tell
your
you?
depression.
Okay, I actually have
No.
depression. Now.
How did it come?
Because I was injured and then I couldn't get shit done, and then I was like, you know, it just goes in a never-ending loop. If you can't get shit done, you get frustrated. If you get frustrated, you try to do things. You try to do things, your injury gets worse. Your injury gets worse, you can't recover, you can't write. You can't write, you can't do shit. You can't do shit, you can't... It just... Yeah.
Yeah. It's a vicious cycle.
That's how I got the depression. But I was like,
So-
you know what? I'm just gonna shoot myself with coffee. That's how I am here right now. But I still have depression underneath.
Yeah. But like you should try tea, like I said before,
No.
once a long time ago.
No. I don't
Actually, drinking
like
tea like helps cure your depression, especially lemon tea.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's actually tasty. Lot like around 300 to 500 times better than coffee. So
I have my preferences and I like things that are bitter, so no.
yeah, there are bitter coffee varieties in tea also.
But
It
the
depends on which kind of leaf you use.
Yes, but the bitter in tea doesn't taste the same as bitter in coffee, you know?
No. It's actually better. It tastes better. I think that's what you were about to say.
Okay, you write, you start the sprint, and then I will update these to nuggets.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
Okay, you start sprint first.
Okay. I just forgot how to split. Okay, 1 second.
Forgot how to... What?
15 minutes, right?
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm writing after 2 weeks, so yeah, all my inspiration is at 0.
I can't relate. Okay, you can start. I'm gonna mute, so I'll just be talking on the YouTube stream. You just continue. When you're done, you let me know.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so for all the viewers while he is working on it, if you are a fan of this YouTube series right now, so you can just give it to me. What the thing here is, okay, let me just copy and paste. I cannot freaking multitask for the sake of my... wrong one. Oh no, wait, what am I doing? It's supposed to be until up here. Copy. Paste. And this, yeah, obviously this is not going to... I need to edit all these because Webnovel hates me. Okay, so all these are like point forms. Makes sense. Alright, so this is like a WPC number. Okay. Alright, so this is actually a complete story in itself. If you guys want to, you guys can adopt this. Because I doubt I have any time to write this, even though I really like it. So yeah, this is it. This is just it. So far we have 13 and Nuggets is approved. So if you are like a fan of this YouTube series, as I was saying earlier, you can actually send me your prompts and then I can, wait a second, 327. I wrote the right number. 327 update. Right, so I can actually update all this in here. Don't worry about whether or not the prompts have already been updated. I can actually do this thing, which is like the adjust sequence thing, and I can like just literally throw things around. Okay, so this is how I can fix it. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so this is mine. It's up here. And yeah, so this is what we did. Then Venus over here is writing hero organization, so later when it's done I will copy and paste it in there as well. I'm not expecting splendor things because we both need time to recover. Okay, and then a preview to next week's stream. It's gonna be this WPC 329 and 330. So this is secret identity for female lead, and this is weak to strong MC in male lead. Both of which are an okay kind of genre. I think male lead is probably a little bit more popular. There are only 6 so far for female lead, and there is also 6 for like male lead. So if you guys have questions, please, you don't have to wait till next week for us to go through writing prompts. You can just come to my Discord or go to Venus's Discord and ask us questions there. We can answer you straight away, so it doesn't have to matter. Right, that's probably it. So once Venus is done, I will be like trying to end this stream ASAP because we both need rest. I'm injured, I am mentally depressed, and Venus is physically sick. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here in case you didn't know. Right, so this is it. Ding 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 ding. Alright, and a short announcement promo from me is that Godfather World is up on Webnovel as well as my Patreon. So they'll be up in the same day, but kind of like an hour apart or something like that. So there'll be a delay on Patreon itself. If you want to read for free, you can go to Webnovel. So Webnovel will be up first, but because they don't have this Webnovel bot, does not actually push the Webnovel updates or Wattpad updates. So it doesn't really sync in together, which is kind of like the sad thing. But anyways, it's here. So this is the one, right? It can be read from Mega Novel as well, which is the sister site for this. I'm not very sure. I didn't know this was a thing. Since when? Oh well. Yep, so in any case, this is Godfather's World. I don't really know, but and then another one, this one here, Single Alpha, is going to end on, I can't remember. Okay, it's gonna end on 18 November. So on November itself, both Single Alpha as well as Godfather Season 3, you'll be ending. Oh my god, this is hell. So I wrote a total of 47,000 words for this. I will be concentrating on writing the after stories for Time Cross Academy because it's been 2 years. I have to end that series somehow and then make it into a paperback like I promised, which is this one over here. So yeah, this one has been made to a paperback as well, so I think it's okay. My Wife is an Eagles is paperback. This one was originally on Amazon that I brought over. This one over here, I need to make the paperback of like 2 different kind of series as well because of the after stories and like the before and the special cases. Then this one over here, I'm thinking of splitting in 2, but I have not got the time. Good Grief Sausage Pen is a name that I'm supposed to use. And then over here, this one is ending, so yes, I need to publish this out as well. So I have a ton of editing backlog to do, as well as merchandise for Godfather's World that's coming up. So this kind of shit. Yeah. Well, welcome to how I function. So in case you didn't know, I actually have this free course thingy as well, which I am going to. Where's the one how to win the WPC? Okay, the one on how to win, tips on how to win the WPC on Webnovel itself is going to be released on 7th of November, so stay tuned. You can subscribe to my what was that email newsletter thingies on my website for the e-course and blog updates if you are too lazy to do it. So in case you want to know, go to e-course. I'm pretty sure like the link is in like the description of this thingy. Yep, Venus is dying. Alright, so if you go to my website, which is aitsuji.com, and then you're gonna hear free e-course like right at the top over here, and then you can see all here it's made. So it's like a picture thing. So if you click on this, hooray, it takes you to a new site. It's actually my Patreon that I use as like an archive of journals. So whatever that I write, okay, this one is not out yet, so there's no hyperlink. But those that are out yet, these are all hyperlinks that you can actually read. Yes, so including self-publishing tips, how to do self-freaking publishing. I have written this before. I have not, like, did I not cover this? ちょっと待って. Oh, I have not covered this, so oh well. Yeah, so these are like, I'm still looking at creating new content that I will publish, like schedule for publishing. So if you have any ideas that I have not actually covered in here, please let me know. For example, in marketing, you can see it's full, it's like all covered. If you have any other thing like a new one to put in, you can just let me know and I'll create like a new tab or something like that. So yeah, this is like the free e-course. Why did I fucking make the e-course? No, I'm not a saint. It's because I'm so freaking tired of answering FAQs. It's like everybody keep asking me the same question. Oh my god, what's the difference between an exclusive and non-exclusive contract? Well, bitch, come here, level 2, getting started. This is what it means by your exclusive versus non-exclusive contracts. So yeah, it's all here. It's all fucking here, okay? So strategy guide, 5 questions about the MGS. What the fuck is MGS? How do you do things? And level 1 before you begin. It's like all the things that you should know. For example, is there any other places that I can write besides Webnovel? Yeah, there is. Fucking 1 and 2 here, part 1 and part 2. And then exclusive versus non-exclusive right here. You should know before you create privilege tiers. What the fuck is privilege? It's all here. Okay, and then what do I know about contracts and stuff like that? What about the other sides? What do you think about? Yeah, it's all here. It's all fucking here, okay? So the reason why I made this is because I got so tired of talking to people who keep asking me the same things. I'm not a tape recorder. That's why I made this here. So it's not complete. If there is anything else that you want me to add, feel free. Not everything on my blog goes in here because this is only like for the FAQs and useful stuff. A lot of my blogs are actually not part of it. For example, common writing mistakes, probably not part of it as well. Questions for asexual author, that's about me and that's not about writing, so it's not gonna be in there obviously, right? So these are some of the yeah, it's kind of like a semi-blog journal kind of things. Yeah, the rest of it not so important. I probably should revamp my website a little bit because I need to add more to paperbacks. By paperbacks I mean novels. So yeah, all these things here, it's just one after another, and I have several pen names. I don't even know if I want to make a new tab for this. It's like a pain, you know, like a real pain. My website is also a little bit laggy thingy, which I obviously found out because if I go into this, if I Google my own name, okay, it comes up with this knowledge panel thingy, which I have actually gotten. And then in order to link this knowledge panel thingy, they have to like get a control console for like this website hosting to route this stupid thing for me to prove my identity, to claim this thing. I don't know where the fuck Facebook went, but yeah, sure, it's like I don't know, I don't freaking know. But yeah, so it's frustrating shit, one after another, one after another, one after another. I just give up. I'm like, no, fuck no, not gonna do this anymore. Right, where is Venus at? Let me just check like the time. Yeah, it's in about 5 more minutes for Venus. I hope that he can make it. Not too bad. About, I don't know, 300 words. Yeah, about 300 words. 400-ish. I'm not sure if this series is even useful, to be honest. Like, we do share a lot, but the things that we share are a little bit more like common knowledge if you are a vid reader of Webnovel itself. Questions? It's about 1.5 hours. Okay, your time is up. Actually, submit the word count.
Okay. 1 second, 1 second. Yes.
I actually played Minesweeper. 158 seconds record for a hard. I guess that's one of the faster times. But 2.5 minutes. Wow, not bad.
How am I supposed to see the word count?
Well, you just drag it like from here. You highlight where until you want to count, and then Control Shift C. You wrote 615, 615.
1, 5, okay. Again. Surprisingly, I wrote more than 500.
Must have been all the pent-up frustration and not being able to write.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have written 2 chapters.
I mean, you could, okay, but you first need
Yeah,
to
like I was
rest.
going at that pace. I didn't even see the time.
I know, right? It's like the floodgate release all the resentment of not being able to write previously.
Yes.
I know, I felt that. It's like the moment I recovered enough, I got to writing. I was like, hell yeah! Just how it works.
Yeah.
41 word per minute. Wow, this probably is your record, right?
No. The fastest I've written was 45. 45. No. Okay. In 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes.
Yeah, in 15.
Okay. In 30 minutes, the fastest I wrote was 1,400 words or something. So approximately 45, I think.
No, okay. I think mine was what, 50 something. Is one of the sprints on life as well. It's like I've never actually hit that.
Yeah. You
Like-
wrote too much that time. Are your hands okay after that?
It actually was, I was surprised. So it actually was. Alright, shall we go through what you've written? You want to
Yes.
Okay, you want to read? Why is all the
No. You read. I'm just like coughing every time you talk.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna read the draft. 600 words. So, roaring on the middle of the street was a middle-aged man whose body shone with a bronze hue. His body was heavy, embodied by every deep impression his foot made in the roads. A flinch of his hand and the car was sent flying. Ooh, my child! A mother screamed in horror upon noticing that she had lost sight of her daughter amidst the chaos, turning around to stare at a shop entrance 20 meters away where her daughter was, weeping. The giggling maniac approached her, emitting faint fumes all over his body that melted anything that came into contact with him. Villain! The villain crouched forth, grinning as he stared at the fear-stricken girl. Now what do we have here? My first victim for the day? Enough! A shout resounded when suddenly the soles of his shoes stamped into the villain's face, sending him flying away. That tickled me. The villain got up immediately, staring at the suited youth, holding the fear-stricken girl in a protective embrace. His eyes trailed over to the youth's shoes, the one that kicked him, seeing that it was really melting into a puddle, revealing a foot that spotted burn marks. His legs were twitching in response, obviously having taken damage from the attack. The youth stared at the girl's mother far away, raised his hand to shout, "Catch her!" Energy billowed out of his body as the girl magically flew towards her mother. The mother caught the girl grunting at the force when she shrieked at the lamppost 20 meters behind her, collapsed mysteriously. If seen from the sky, one would notice that by taking the woman's position as the center, the lamppost and the girl were equidistant from one another, with all three falling on a straight line. This power! The villain muttered in a frown before grinning smartly. "You're that newly reinstated hero, Sandwich Man." The youth clicked his tongue, muttering in response. "It seems I blew my identity already. I was counting on that to ambush him. I heard you're weak, even for a hero," the villain said, taking a step forward when two cars slammed into him, sandwiching him in the middle. But a couple of seconds later, the villain casually pried himself out of them, barely even suffering a scratch from the impact. "Indeed, you are weak." "Damn it, even the cars don't work. How tough is this guy?" The youth, Letterslove, was alarmed. Honestly, his ability was pretty strong, but it was independent on the environment. And typically, all villains had a body tougher than the surroundings that he could use to smash them with. Well, enough talking, I guess. The villain grinned all of a sudden and rushed at the group of people that were running away. "No!" Letters shouted. The villain was about to grab a civilian who suddenly vanished, appearing next to the wall of a nearby building as its walls treated as the part to be sandwiched. If he were even an instant slower in stopping his power, she would have slammed into the wall and turned into meat paste. What the? The villain was shocked when he leapt. I'm just gonna change this for you. Leapt onto a boy. noticing the boy vanish just like before, appearing beside the building on the other side of the road. Similarly, everyone he targeted, everyone was moved to safe distances. It was apparent that even though his attack power was weak, he could still save people. Boom. You've irritated me enough, the villain announced, suddenly melting the side of an entire building, causing it to collapse, burying the people in there. I failed again? Letters slumped to the ground in despair, seeing the blood fill the streets once again. Right, so this is the end. I done.
Yes.
So how you think you did?
I think it was out of 130 or 40.
Yeah,
think.
me too. You didn't even try going
Yeah.
out of the box.
No. I didn't even I had one. The only idea I had was of this sandwich man's power. That's all.
Ah,
So I just went with the cliche route. I copied the starting of my One Punch Man
that's why I said
and
that
then made a
was-
small twist there. That's all.
Yeah, that's why I said that it was like it's still within very much your comfort zone.
Yes.
I know, right? It's why. But okay.
Yeah.
Giving you the
I mean,
benefit of
like
doubt.
whenever I'm unable to write or I don't have much time to think, I'm pretty much writing it within my comfort zone.
That's the thing we're trying to change, yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm still like an ill person.
I know,
who
that's why
had-
giving you concessions. That's why I'm giving you
Yeah.
concessions, okay? Right?
Yes, I know that. Otherwise, I would have already been like trembling on the ground that I failed to write well, and then you will kill me. So yes.
I have no energy now to kill you. You know, I went because my dad was sick yesterday, so he wanted like isotonic drinks like non-gassy one. So I had to go to the supermarket and get. I got like two 1.5 liter bottles of that. Carried it home, almost died.
Ah.
I don't physically have the energy to actually kill anyone right now. So yeah, you are safe for now. We both like
Yes,
kind of fell sick
thankfully,
at the same
yes.
time. I don't know if I should pause the series for a while to like recover properly or like keep it up.
I think we'll just like make it short if we are unable to do it, or we'll just like do something. We'll just like talk for 10-15 minutes, do basic discussions, write the prompt, and then finish it like that.
You say that, but you know we are at like almost 2 hours. We're like 1 hour and 49 minutes now, thanks to you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So I was like,
Thank you for the praise very much.
So alternatively, what we can do is, I don't know, we can like discuss and then leave it there, and then you can do the prompts like after the stream in itself. Instead
That is, I'm 100% sure that I won't be doing it after stream. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can write it after an hour. I'll just finish a chapter first, and then I'll be sitting on YouTube and then just researching endlessly.
Now how about do it like before the stream then?
Doing it while stream is better. I
While
perform better under pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can. Right. So we'll rearrange this next week, right? So I was just telling the viewers, if there are any viewers at all, okay, next week's stream is going to be female lead secret identity, and for male lead is weak to strong MC. So which one you want to do? I'm okay with both.
Weak to strong. That I excel at that genre.
Okay, I don't mind either.
Yes. So
But
I'll try that. I have like a lot of ideas and things
Yeah.
to talk about for
Yes,
that.
but I
So
don't
could-
want to see
yeah.
mainstream. I don't want to see mainstream from you.
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
Mainstream niche, I can do anything for it. Yeah.
You sure? Because every time your default goes to, it's gonna be something along the lines.
Okay, try to guess what I'll write next week.
Not going to. I'm just gonna judge. My job is not to guess, it's to judge.
No, you should also guess and judge. So that is better.
But I'm not interested.
Just try it, man.
No, I'm not interested.
Maybe who knows? Your powers as to predict will be might finally awaken?
No, I'm not interested. Because a lot of things that you do, I'm not interested. You have failed to actually interest me in a lot of things that you've done. None of your writing prompts have so far impressed me. They just mildly
crying
amuse
here.
me. They just mildly amuse me, not impress me. That's why I say I'm not interested. Did I write the number wrong? No wonder 386. This is not it. What was the number? Okay, no, I will fix this after stream. Fuck my maths. Okay, my math is terrible. 3, 3, 2, 2, 9. Fuck. Okay, no, I need to go. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna end stream here because I don't.